Rappers that will never win a Grammy and why. All right, Aqua, I know this is for you because you're a hating ass nigga.
So let's be real. The Grammys have always been out of touch with hip hop, and every year they snub artists who actually shape the culture.
I'm on Joe Jolian. I'm not even. I'm not even. Hey, gang. Wait, what was up? Astro World, Daytona, Swimming Victory Lap. R.I.P. Mac Miller, by the way. But Invasion of Privacy winning best rap album over Astro World is fucking insanity, bro. Mac Miller deserved that, by the way. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. I didn't listen to it, but nigga, I listened to Astro World. I didn't listen to Swimming, but I did listen to Astro World, and I listened to Invasion of Privacy. I liked Astro World a lot more. I remember when Cardi B beat Travis, bro.
At this point, it's almost become a tradition.
You got it,
some
so
names
good.
Are so big and influential that it's crazy that they've never won a Grammy. Today, we will mention this artists who definitely deserve more recognition one by one. Let's get into it.
Cardi. No, Cardi's never winning a Grammy, bro.
Playboi Carti not having a Grammy isn't even shocking at this point. It's just how the Grammys work. Some of the most influential artists in hip-hop history never won one, and Carti fits right into that category. It's not that his music isn't popular enough. If anything, he's one of the most imitated rappers of the last decade. The whole rage sound that's dominating hip-hop today, he was one of the first to push it to the mainstream. His influence is everywhere, from underground artists to festival headliners. But the Grammys don't really care about who's changing the game. They care about who fits their outdated idea of what a good rap is supposed to sound like. Carti's music thrives on energy, delivery, and production.
Carti definitely not Grammy worthy, but he deserves credit because he's a big inspiration. No, if the Grammys were actually like, if the Grammys were actually made for niggas to be like, all right, this is the best shit that is going to have the most long lasting effect, that is gonna be, for me, that is gonna be like, this is gonna be played for generations to come. This is what's gonna be around for a very long time. This is just the best shit that came out. I'm gonna keep it a buck. A lot of niggas that have Grammys wouldn't have them. I'm sorry, but that's just a fact.
And that's exactly why he gets overlooked. The Grammys
have
a traditionalist mindset when it comes to rap. They'll reward albums that have strong narratives or catchy chart-topping hits, but they're not built to recognize an artist whose impact is more about the song than the structure.
Grammys are rigged because how the fuck Beyonce went over Billie? Whoa. What did she win over her for? Because like at the end of the day, you gotta remember that is fucking Beyonce, gang. Oh, it's Beyonce, my boy. She dropped that dookie ass country album. I ain't listened to it, but it's a country album.
Carti's music isn't made to impress critics. It's made to be experienced. And then there's the fact that Carti doesn't chase awards. Some artists play the industry game, networking, attending events, making music that appeals to award voters. Carti barely does interviews, drops music when he feels like it, and doesn't cater to mainstream expectations. That kind of approach makes it easy for the Grammys to ignore him. Not because he's undeserving, but because he's not playing by their rules.
Facts.
The next artist, which still baffles me, that he doesn't have any Grammys, is Travis.
Beyonce dropped Cowboy Carter and won over an album that had 2 billion streams. No, Billie's album is fucking good. I'm not gonna lie. Billie's album is fucking good. But at the end of the day, nigga, it's Beyonce. So it's like, it's Beyonce, gang. She been doing this about as long as I've been alive. So it's like, let's say the Grammys aren't rigged. Let's say the Grammys aren't rigged. The entire vote, no. Let's say the voting isn't rigged. The entire voting process is still niggas that know Beyonce. And just for that, or the entire voting process, objectively Billie's was better. I'm sure it was, bro. I'm sure it was. But Beyonce's just Beyonce. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm sure Billie's shit was better. I'm sure Billie's shit was better. But the entire voting process, nigga, damn near, pretty much none of it has to do with the people that consume the music. It's just a select few people in a room that's like, okay, I'm sure y'all listen to everything. What do y'all fuck with the most? And then maybe it's 100 votes. Maybe 100 votes, bro. And it's like, all right, this year, this person got the most votes. So, and like, obviously, like, who do you expect? Like, who do you expect to be voting for the Grammys, my nigga? If they don't open it to everyone, who the fuck do you expect to be voting for the Grammys? Especially if they're hand-picked, they're hand-selected. Nigga, you think those niggas know what a fucking good rap album sounds like? Especially now? You think them niggas are gonna nominate Cardi? Come on, gang. I wish the Grammys were like votes from fans and shit, because it would be way more balanced. That also depends. That's also like with that, we also get into choppy territory, because it's like, at that point, it's a popularity contest if it's too open to fans, gang. And then it's like, you got to really think about that, because Drake would have a lot more Grammys than he does. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Drake would have a lot more Grammys than he does, because shit like that, you got to be careful, because it's like a popularity, like especially when you open it up to the vast majority of people, it becomes like a fucking middle school presidential election. It's a popularity contest after all. But I mean, at this point, nigga, when you get older, you learn that a lot of shit in life is just a popularity contest. Keep it a buck. But
Scott, he still doesn't have a single Grammy. Like, he's one of the biggest artists in the world, has massive influence, and has been nominated multiple times, but never actually won. And at this point, it's just getting weird. The thing is, though, the Grammys have always had a weird relationship with rappers.
Oh wait, what album beat him out for what's the name of that album? Fuck, not Astro World. Fuck, what's the name of that album, bro? I'm blanking. What's the name of that album? Utopia. What beat him out for Utopia? Yeah, best rap album. Shoulda won. Yeah, Killer Mike. Shout out my nigga Killer Mike, man.
Especially when it comes to artists like Travis. Travis doesn't really fit in to any of their category like Carti. Trav's music is all about energy, production, and atmosphere more than just straight up bars. That kind of artistry doesn't always get the recognition it deserves in award shows like this. This was bluntly obvious during the WRLD era. If any album seriously deserved a Grammy, it was that one. The production was next level, the whole rollout was massive, and it literally defined that era of rap. I mean, Sicko Mode was one of the biggest songs of the year. It was everywhere, and the whole album felt like a cultural moment. But when it came time for Best Rap Album, they gave it to Invasion of Privacy by Cardi B. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to take anything away from Cardi, but let's be real, WRLD had a way bigger impact, and that loss made it clear that the Grammys just...
Come on, gang. Who's listening to Invasion of Privacy in the Big 25? Nigga, you go shopping. No, I ain't gonna lie. You go shopping, you're gonna hear some Cardi B off that album. But nigga, oh my God. Ask a nigga... Bro, ask a nigga in 2025 what were they listening to in 2017? 2018 I think it came out. A lot more niggas will tell you Travis Scott than tell you fucking Cardi B. Cardi B fell off hard as fuck. She don't even drop, bro. She don't even drop. Whole time 4x4 going stupid. Utopia went stupid. Nigga got snubbed again, bro. I ain't gonna lie, they gotta start putting more respect on my nigga Travis' name.
Just weren't tapped
into treating him like the wrong Travis.
The culture. At this point,
treating him like he Travis Hunter or something.
He's still getting nominated, so it's not impossible. But if WRLD didn't win, what will win? The funny thing is, he probably doesn't even care that much. He's selling out arenas, his influence is everywhere, and his brand is bigger than just music at this point. A Grammy would be nice.
He shouldn't care, but that doesn't mean he don't. If the last couple of years has taught me anything, bro, niggas probably shouldn't care about a lot of shit. Niggas probably shouldn't care about the bitch that they lost like years and years and years ago going and fucking with another nigga. But there's niggas that will care. So yeah, he probably shouldn't care, but that doesn't mean he don't care. So somebody check on that nigga.
Sure, but it's not like he needs one to prove anything.
And Juice, R.I.P.
Juice WRLD never winning a Grammy just proves how out of touch the awards can be. The fact that he was only nominated once, and only after he passed, is even more frustrating. He wasn't just another successful artist. He helped shape
Death Race for Love should have won a Grammy.
Blended hip-hop, emo, and rock in a way that felt fresh and natural. For someone who changed the sound of a whole generation, the lack of
Death Race for Love should have won a Grammy.
His music felt like it came straight from his soul. He could freestyle for hours, pour his emotions into every line, and turn heartbreak into something millions of people connected with. That kind of impact isn't easy to measure, and the Grammys have never done well with artists who don't fit neatly into their categories. He had massive numbers, but his music was deeply personal, built from pure emotion rather than just commercial formulas. His success wasn't just about streams, it was about how much his words meant to people. Even after he passed, when Legends Never Die took over the charts, it felt
I hate this new corny fan base of children. I don't know. On one hand, you could be like, oh, that's how niggas looked at us when we was listening to Juice WRLD, when, feel me? That's one way to look at it. You could look at new niggas and be like, oh, y'all are corny. But like on the same token, you could be like, oh, that's how niggas looked at us when we was on SoundCloud listening to Uzi and Juice WRLD and Cardi rap about killing themselves. Like, for me, that's how old heads would try and spin it. So it's like, I kind of don't want to be what I grew up not liking. So I try and chill out on them niggas.
a no-brainer for the Grammys to finally acknowledge him. That album wasn't just a commercial win, it was a cultural
They was bumping
moment.
Biggie
But
Smalls
once again,
though.
they missed the...
Nah, Biggie is nice. Biggie is nice. Do your research. That nigga got hit. That nigga Biggie is nice. When he was rapping about fucking niggas in the butt, he do got some questionable bars though.
Opportunity to honour someone who truly moved the genre forward. But either way, though his music still lives on to this day, so a single award won't change anything or matter. H will forever be remembered with what he accomplished.
Rocky don't got a
When we
Grammy.
talk about ASAP, it's never really been about the Grammys. It's always been about the influence. His impact on hip-hop stretches way...
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck. Shout out my nigga Rocky. Where he from? He from the Bronx or he from Brooklyn? I don't know. Doesn't matter. The first time hearing Pick It Up, banger. Absolute banger. That shit was on repeat for months from the first time I heard that shit. And then I ain't gonna lie. When I remember I turned... He probably from Queens. I don't know. Damn, I gotta do my research, bro. But regardless, when I decided in my life it was time to start being a pretty nigga, when I had to start putting shit on, when I had to start dressing myself, when I had to start buying shit, gang, I went no further than ASAP Rocky for the ideas for the drip. Just overall pretty nigga shit. Straight to ASAP motherfucking Rocky. Straight to Rocky, my nigga. Straight to Rocky. Went on Rocky's IG. Look in my Instagram search bar. Look up fashion tips from men. Nigga, what? Scrolling through that bitch, it was straight ASAP Rocky and like whatever IG models you could find. Nigga, ASAP Rocky was hanging right with him. And I don't know if this nigga got a stylist. I doubt it, to be honest. Nigga was watching the GQ vids. Nah, no GQ vids. It never got that bad. But feel me? I was putting that shit on though. And nigga, Rocky was a big inspo. Keep it a buck.
Beyond just music. It's in fashion, culture, and the whole aesthetic shift rap experienced in the 2010s.
Nigga, the whole reason I started growing my dreads, cause nigga, do you know how bad I wanted to do this? Nigga, do you know how bad I wanted to do this? Hold on. I wish I could be fitted like Tyler. Show us the deceased dread. Chill, gang. Bro, do you know how bad I wanted to do this? And now I can just do it no problem, and I never fucking do. I deadass fell asleep. Go to sleep, nigga. It's past your bedtime, though, nigga.
And honestly, that might be exactly why he's never won a Grammy. When Rocky came into the game with LLA, it wasn't just about the tracks, it was the whole world he built around it. The Houston-inspired flows, the trippy production, the high-fashion vibes, it was all amazing. But the Grammys, they've always been behind when it comes to recognising that kind of forward-thinking artistry. They reward what's already popular, not the stuff that's pushing boundaries. But Rocky's approach has never been about
that
chasing
hair like a
industry
good
approval.
boy.
It's about creating vibes, not playing to the formula. And that's something the Grammy committee doesn't really know how to reward. At the end of the day though, Rocky's career was never about winning a Grammy. He made rap feel cooler, more stylish, and more global. And honestly, that's something no trophy can define. Whether or not he ever wins one, his legacy is already locked in. Well, that is it for today's video, guys.
Facts.
I hope you...
And that nigga fucking Rihanna. So it's like, can you really get any higher than that, bro? Like, fuck a trophy. What? Whole time that nigga is fucking the shit out of Rihanna. He gave her 2 kids and that lady is head over heels for that. That lady is head over heels for that man, bro.